Let this gong be the signal to start our meditation. That is, to be prepared, to be mindful, and then to be mindful physically, to be mindful mentally, mindful of our emotions, and then ultimately mindful of that eternal presence in the cave of the heart. So we start off by making sure that we are arranged physically, mentally, spiritually, so that we feel ourselves in the presence of the infinite. Even before we start, we make a physical or mental salutation to the seat that we have chosen to sit on. Let us push our hips forward in such a way that the chest and the neck and the head are arranged in a straight line. Then we can put the hands on the lap. Let us first be mindful of our position, not only where we are seated, but our position in the entire universe. It is difficult to imagine that we are part of an infinite universe. And so we can start slowly by thinking of the millions and millions and millions of people on this sacred planet, Earth. More than the millions, the trillions of creatures, species of insects, and even at the microscopic level, the infinite number of bacteria, tiny creatures, all exhibiting one life. And this planet, as we move away, thinking of infinite space, diminishes into a mere spot, and the vastness of space is before us. Not filled with light, but filled with blackness. The occasional illumined lamp in the sky. We can choose to put ourselves in the presence of an image of the sun. It can either be rising or it can be setting. Even though we are doing this guided meditation in the evening, some have requested that we do something suitable in the morning. Either way, you can imagine the sun either rising or setting in front of you. Now, with that image retained, let us be mindful of our physical body. Let us be mindful that it is joined together with various parts, and that it will also have its parts dispersed. An aggregate, an assembly of many, many different parts. It performs a function, and the function is for us not only to acknowledge the outside world and wonder at its beauty, but also to look at the interior and find out the eternal presence of existence itself in us. The first thing we notice about the physical body is the rise and fall of the chest in response to breathing. Let us be mindful of the breathing. And we know there is nothing to change in it. Let us simply observe. We can observe the rise and fall of the chest. How, when air enters involuntarily, there is a small expansion from the stomach upwards and a release. We can also know that there is a rhythm in the universe similar to this. Just as the sun rises and sets, so too the seas, the water within them, break on the shore and retreat. The easiest thing for us to do is simply, in an undistracted way, feel the rise and fall of the breath. And after some time, we can add a mantra to it, a sacred word. Now we can apply some conscious rhythm. Slowly allowing the air to enter and leave. This movement that we call breathing is evidence of our life. All living creatures have a pulsation, an expansion and a contraction. The drama of the earth and the sun plays in the same way. And now we have two components of life. The life that appears in the body as breath, and the life that allows the earth to live, namely the sun. Let us glide inward now. Let us glide toward the mental field where feelings come and go. And these feelings may be associated with certain people, we like to wish everyone well. For every person has breath. Every person is a recipient of the life-giving solar rays. And it doesn't matter what feelings there are in relation to any person. We won't classify them into good or bad. They may be feelings of admiration and love, or they may be feelings of irritation and anger. It matters not. For we are simply observing our own state of mind. The mind could be occupied with situations, scenes. We normally classify them into happy, unhappy, satisfactory, or frustrating. But we are observing them, not judging them, and we are simply watching. We may have in our mental field thoughts, opinions, analysis. We let them simply come and go, asserting I am the immortal witness that watches the movie of the mind, its ebb, its flow, coming and going. I am mindful of all reactions. I am mindful of all imaginations and pictures that come to mind. I am detached from all of them, for I am the witness. And as we observe, we also observe an element of calmness. We know it gets reflected in a small, satisfying smile on the countenance. The more we are in the place of the witness, and the more we are mindful in our internal observation, the calmer we feel. The blackness of the night yields to the brightness of the day. But it doesn't happen in one go. Let the sun represent the dawning of our knowledge, as well as life. Let its rays come just as our inner sun illuminates our mind and gives life to the body. And not just our mind, but all minds. And not just our body, but all bodies. Every organism that has a border, let us now detach. Let us detach from ownership or sense of ownership of body and mind. Let us now cease to observe these. Let us now enter into the innermost sun or light that sits deep within us. We can think of it as the physical heart, but the more we withdraw into deeper realms, the more we understand that it is the pure brightness of the intellect, deep in the heart of our being. A bright light, a bright sun sits there and beams, echoing the external vision of the rising sun, representing for us a realization of immortal life. And as we sink down, we can think of the phrase that all is pure existence itself, knowledge and consciousness itself, and unending bliss, unsullied by any other thing. It is our true immortal nature. Let us enter into it, as it were, remaining in a blissful state, as for even just a moment we become absorbed in the purity of pure existence. I am no longer the witness, for the witness requires something else to see. But in this realm of bliss, there is indescribable oneness. And a recognition, it is truly I. It manifests as goodness, truth, love, harmony. It manifests as variety, as color and shapes, as pressures and different rates of vibration. It manifests as warmth and cold. It manifests as oscillations and sounds. It manifests as radiation and heat. It manifests as energy, harmonizing everywhere. It manifests as peace. It manifests as joy. It manifests as purpose. It manifests as strength. It manifests as beauty.